If you have been paying attention to my channel, you know that I'm personally very much enjoying the create a character system in Jump Force. However, there are some notable things missing from the create a character system, specifically moves. Dio and Jotaro have no moves in the create a character system. Kane and Galena, who were previously announced as playable characters by Bandai Namco, are not currently playable, and they're not in the create a character system at all. Some of the moves in the game can be unlocked through the mission mode, specifically Art of Ability missions. However, not every character is a part of these missions. The current list of characters who have quote-unquote Art of Ability missions are Goku, Vegeta, Zoro, Naruto, Sasuke, Boruto, Ichigo, Gon, Yusuke, Deku, Kakashi, Seiya, Kenshiro, Rukia, Killua, Asta, Trunks, Sanji, Boa, Gaara, Kenshin, and Dai. That's 22 characters. That's 22 short of the full roster. I'm sure you're already aware that data miners have been diving deep into the code of Jump Force. In particular, Vish from Twitter has been data mining the game quite a bit. You can find his links in the description to both his YouTube channel and his Twitter. What he has noticed is really interesting. In the files for the game, Art of Ability missions have been listed, and every character is listed as having one. Every single character, besides of course the non-playable characters like Light Yagami. This is really weird because even after you've completed the game and you've played through all of the missions, there are only 22 Art of the Ability missions or Art of Ability missions. We know that these missions reward you with special moves based on the character that the mission is based off of, but inside of the code of the game we can see that even characters that aren't currently playable, characters like Kane and Galena, have those missions. Characters who are oddly missing from the create a character system, characters like Yugi, Dio, Jotaro, and Ryo. These are all listed as having Art of Ability missions. So that's odd, right? The code of the game suggests that we should have these missions, but we don't have them. So there's one of two things happening here. One is that these missions were intended to be added to the full game, but were never finished, and they don't intend to be finished because of other random possibilities. But the second option, and the one that I think is actually more likely, is that these missions are planned to be added as free content over time. And if that's going to be the case, we should expect new moves for creator characters. Moves from Kane, moves from Galena, moves from Jotaro, Dio, Ryo, maybe even from Yugi and Zoro, who currently only have one move apiece. In fact, when I first started using the creator character system, I noticed that it was weird that some characters had less moves than others, especially when it didn't make sense. I understood why characters like Sasuke and Kakashi didn't have an awakening technique inside of the move list, because of course they summon in a Susanoo, which is a pretty big deal. But I can't come up with a reason to exclude any of Zoro's moves from the moves list, but yet Zoro only has one move. I can't come up with a good reason that Slifer isn't usable by your creator character. It's just a card. Anybody can summon a card. The only reason I can come up with is that this stuff is all going to be added in the future. And if we assume all of that's true, Kane and Galena should be playable sometime in the future as well. I would imagine if they held them back from the full game, the reason for that would either be they need to change up some of the balancing, or alternatively, they might just not want to spoil the story mode by having them be in the game. They might want to wait until later. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it wasn't a particularly long one. I did want to get this information out there though, because I think it is particularly valuable. If you could subscribe to keep up to date with future content, I very much appreciate that. If you could leave a like on the video, it helps other people find it. My name's been Bilbzy, and I'll see you in another video later today about my creator character, Katsuki Bakugo.